This video will go over some of the top reasons why a narcissist's new flame is actually a downgrade and not a step up, but maybe a step in the other direction. Or so we might think. The narcissist needs the chase. This new person might seem like a downgrade. Maybe they're younger and therefore more naive. Perhaps they seem not as educated. Now, I'm not talking these people down, but there are definitely very specific reasons why narcs choose certain people and make them the new supply. Narcissists need to feel important and powerful, as always. They need to be in full control. Younger, more naive people and others can just seem more fun to chase, again, as far as a narc is concerned. Narcs need this. The ego has to win. They have to find somebody that they can chase that's fun, but they need to make sure it's someone that they can catch. If they actually want to catch them, of course. So yes, this new person is unaware of whom they're dealing with, and that's all part of the selection process too. New doesn't mean better. New means unaware. It's a new chase, new fun, new thrills, with somebody who seems like maybe they're just kind of downgrade. The narcissist changes up what they want. We all know full well that someone super narky is never satisfied with what they have. So you might see them with a person who has like a different hair color. Maybe they're a vastly different height from you, a different ethnicity or religion. And this can cause us to think that this person is a downgrade. Well, clearly this person wasn't their first pick because look at them. They don't look anything like me or like their other exes. And that just might simply not be the case. A person might look at this and assume that because they're with a new supply who looks different or acts different, that they've settled. Like I say, they've just gone out and grabbed this. And no, not always. Narcissists always want something different. And they always want someone different. And of course, new as well. A complete overhaul and change to a drastically new person might actually be exactly what the narcissist was going for. If they feel wronged, for example, by a blonde or a brunette, maybe they feel like they got burned, or even maybe a sassy redhead is the one that did it, they might go for somebody who has a complete different hair color or hairstyle, or in some way, shape, or form seems completely different. The narcissist needs full stock. You get worn down over time. We all do. Lots of people call narcissists emotional, financial, and mental little vampires. And it's true. They take and they take until there's just about nothing left. And in the end, we're trying so hard to please them, but it's just not working for them. It's just not enough. There's either too much work that they have to do in order to get the supply, or the supply they're getting is just not worth it. Again, this new person might seem like maybe they don't have a lot of money or a good job, whatever you feel makes them a downgrade. Maybe you even think they got, hit with the ugly stick, but we have to remember that we see things the way we see them, but the narcissist has points of view that are all their very own. This person might just be an easy target, an interesting target. Maybe they seem shallow and very vapid, but narcs like it when things don't really get very deep and emotional anyway, so maybe this is right up their alley. Moving on is something that has to be done for a narcissist as quickly as possible. They can't be alone, they can't afford to be alone, and they will always need fresh new supply to be able to feed from. It's an absolute necessity. They're not going to go scrounging around for crumbs and whatever's left over because they've sucked somebody completely dry. They want to go somewhere else where everything is now plentiful, regardless of maybe the quality. If you'd like to talk to me one-on-one and get counseling and coaching from a survivor who's gone through the healing process and understands exactly what you're going through, you can visit jess-stanley.square.site. There's a link for you down in the description. You can book chat sessions with me there and get a full list of services that I offer. You can also just send an email to bookachatwithjess@gmail.com, and I will personally send you information and set up chats with you there as well. The choice is yours. I look forward to hearing from you. The narcissist needs someone who plays fair. Remember, you need to play by the rules. Of course, the narcs rules, not your own, not anything else, but their rules. And after you begin to sort out who they are and you've spent a certain amount of time with them, A lot of people begin to refuse to do this. So over time, we get fed up. We begin demanding conversations and clarity. We say no to things that make us uncomfortable, whereas we wouldn't have before. We would have just said yes to everything. We ask questions. We're demanding explanations and answers. And that happens as we gain standards and boundaries. All stuff this new person isn't going to do. Yet, this person's getting love bombed. They're going to be love bombed and do whatever this person wants. That's just the way it goes. And this new person might actually be seen as a downgrade because they look weak. I've seen the people, some of the people anyway, that have come after me. And I still wonder, okay, they don't see that, like like they have to see what it is, right? Nothing has changed. I can tell nothing's changed, but you still think that's okay. Sometimes the trash that you seem to throw away, somebody else salvages it out of the yard and thinks it's some kind of treasure. We don't know. But these folks maybe don't have the standards, boundaries, or knowledge that I now do. Apparently, these new people play fair. They play by the rules and the game that the narcissist controls. And that's exactly how they like it. Really, in truth, overall submission of the other person, as far as the narcissist is concerned, is really what this is all about. The narcissist made a very bad choice. A lot of times a narcissist goes right from the frying pan into the fire. They don't realize it until it's too late, but this can happen a lot. They felt like this would be a good person, but it backfired. And it can backfire for a lot of different reasons. It might have been a scramble pick in which the narcissist was very desperate and scooped up whoever would just bite on the hook first. And you might think, wow, what a downgrade. And they are. The narcissist probably knows this too. And these are usually very short-lived, reboundy relationships, typically only a few months. They grab this person, but their head is still on that swivel. Their eyes are still wide open as they're still searching for grade A supply. This scenario is most common when you unexpectedly walk away and they haven't found a good source to replace you with. They haven't been able to leave on their terms, so they're going into meltdown mode, they're upset, they're freaking out, and they just grab the closest person. This can also spark a lot of hoovers. Again, they're scrambling, not sure what to do. But we have to face it. We know narcs can't be alone. So there are some times where they just can't afford to be picky. Maybe nobody who is their first, second, or third choice is biting on the hook. Maybe nobody wants to deal with them. Maybe they've recently been exposed. They think they've snatched up the next best thing, and it isn't. Maybe this person has sorted them out really quickly or didn't give them as much supply as the narcissist hoped for. Either way, it's a complete downgrade. It's a scramble pick. The narc made a bad decision, and trust me, they know it. The narcissist needs to be better. When a narc chooses a new person and you see this person or hear about this person and you go, like, holy poor decisions, Batman. Like, where did you find this one? There might actually be a reason for that. If this person is maybe unattractive, or again, whatever reason that you feel this person is a downgrade. Well, let's talk about it when it comes to narcissism. They hate competition, don't they? They can't be with somebody who's better looking or more successful. That's a big one right there. You're not allowed to outshine them. You're not allowed to have a spotlight or have anything like that about yourself. They have to be the one who has the bigger, better everything. So if you see them with an Uggo or somebody else where you just kind of raise an eyebrow, it might be because the narcissist wants the attention on them. They need somebody who fades into the background or just makes the narc look better when they're standing beside each other. Now, not every narc does everything on this list or behaves that way, but usually if you're feeling there's a downgrade, we have to remember, like I said earlier, we see things the way we want to see them, and narcs are doing it the exact same way. And when you're not wired narcissistically, you're just never going to see what they see. These people lack logic by nature. Very few of their decisions make sense because it's extremely tailored to them. They're not looking out for anybody else. There's no kindness. There's no consideration. It's all about what they seem to think is best in that moment. But that is, again, changing so frequently that we may never really know. Tell me why you think the new supply is a downgrade down in the comments. And if you think differently, share that as well. Thanks so much for listening today. Please like, share, and subscribe to help my channel keep growing. Have a great day, survivor, and take care of yourself.